Hey, welcome back to another episode of Silent Hill. This might be the last episode, we'll see. But we gotta put in these three images into this door over here. I think it was like L for loser, reminding me of my existence, an arrow pointing down to the left. And then this one was a triangle like this, right? I guess not. Well, what was it again? I sat here staring like, okay, it wasn't a L for loser. I just played a trick on myself. It was the, opposite L. Um, Even though I kind of sat here for a minute staring at it, I don't know why I reversed that in my head. There we go. But yeah, this could be the last episode. It just depends on how quickly I get through here. I may just make it the last episode even if it runs on longer. We'll see. Got the birdcage key. Look out, Nathan Lane. Yeah, that's that guy's name. Level 1. Watch out! Which door is it? Don't mind me. I'm on a vacation, that's all. Looking for my daughter. She got separated. Oh. It's not this room. This is the faucet room. They're punishing me for coming back. This should be the birdcage room, yeah. And this is the phalag. Just here. Does this one take us to the basement? Kind of. Okay, so this refrigerator here, if you don't use this ring on this chain, when you pull that sword out, you don't get an opportunity to use the ring afterwards, and it's a death. Like the dagger of Melchior, was that what that was? Yeah, dagger of Melchior, which isn't Melchior one of the wise men? I think so. If I remember correctly, the reason I know that is because of Chrono Trigger. Because they named the three old men after the wise men, even though that's not their names in the Japanese. Yeah, now the kids with knives are shadow creatures. What's this? Someone's been playing Condemned Criminal Origins in here. All the eyeballs everywhere. There's the Ankh, right? Okay. That's what, four? 4 out of 5 or 6? Ah, I didn't even see that kid there. He blended in. Controller's vibrating, so I need to heal. It's funny that I still have this receipt. I don't even need it anymore. Look at that. Instant refill. Would have been better if I didn't have to use it, but you know. Some handgun bullets. And nothing helpful. We got some jelly beans and a very Jelly Belly style, graphic. Do you want to open the jelly beans? Great job. Got the key of Bethor. I think it's right outside, isn't it? And here we go. Here's the VCR and the TV. Now we can actually watch the tape and it not just be static. I didn't show it earlier, like I said, because it would have been a waste of time to go all the way back when you first get it, but it's just static when you first play it.
What is it? Still has an unusually high fever. Eyes don't open. Getting a pulse, but just barely breathing. Her skin is all charred. Even when I change the bandages, the blood and pus just start oozing through. Why? What is keeping that child alive? I can't stand it any longer. I won't tell a soul. Promise. So please.
So I think it's like, if I remember correctly, it's static, but you just hear the why, what is, and like that's it. It's almost like, metaphorically speaking, the videotape represents Lisa's memories, and like because she had memory loss, the tape didn't work. Watch out for the shadow kids. Ooh, he had a good swipe in there, didn't he? Out of my way. I gotta get through the Bethor door. And that's where we turn this off. Is that all the doors that we needed the keys for, except maybe one? I think it was at the end of this hallway, but we need to find a way back upstairs. I'm kind of just running around. I don't know where to go. I need to get back to the hallway where you put an alert, right? This isn't going to help me. It was on the first floor, right? But you get warped all around by these doors. Some of the doors, not all the doors. And with no map, it's like, you know, I don't know where to go. It's locked. Dang it. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay, cool. Autotron? Was that what it's called? Autotron? Now we gotta get back to the basement. Which, you know, good luck with figuring that out. Get out of my way. Not that one. Maybe this one? Yeah. Not the birdcage door. Is it this one? Yes. Get. I gotta heal. I'm stuck on this kid on the floor. This one's gonna get me. Oh my god. And this should be the last room in the game.
Everything is going according to
Or not. Maybe it's not.
in the womb.
But it's not done yet. Half the soul is lost. That is why the seed lies dormant.
And what soul remains captured in that husk is buried deep down in the subconscious.
Are you trying to say it won't work? That wasn't our agreement.
No, these are just stalling tactics. we will be able to get power. Never fear, the promise shall not be broken.
But the power we could draw now will be very weak. Almost nothing. Unless we get the other half of the soul.
We'll use a magical spell. Feeling this child's pain, it's sure to come.
But that will take time.
Interesting. If this chair would get out of my way. Please. The Ouroboros disc. Alessa. Okay, where have I not been yet? And can't look at the map because there is no map. So we got 5 out of the maybe 5 or 6 items. And no keys. This is the final room. This is the room I was thinking of. Nothing unusual. Nothing unusual. Cards are scattered on the floor. I think they're tarot cards. Oh yeah, we need a tarot card, don't we? Or is that part 3? I think that's part 3. Because I think this room is also in part 3. There are old fairy tale picture books of animals and plants on the shelf. Child's drawings are scattered on the floor. There's Gumby. Nothing out of usual. Child's drawings. The girl's clothes are hanging. 6, maybe 7. Must be a kid about that age. About the age of our daughter, hey? Did it say that I had 1 death? That's canonically not true. I'm sure everything's reloaded. I'm going to give you a warning. The final boss music is very obnoxious. Disc of Ouroboros. Dagger of Melchior. The Ankh. Still locked. I don't know why I checked it. Anyway, Crest of Mercury. And finally, Amulet of Solomon. Should have saved it after that, but, you know.
Do what Mommy tells you now. I just want you to lend me a teeny bit of your power. That's all.
No. I don't want to do it.
It will make everyone happy, and it's for your own good, too.
Oh, but Mommy, I just want to be with you. Just 2 of us. Please understand.
Oh, yes, I see. Maybe Mommy has been wrong.
Mommy!
Why didn't I see this before? There's no reason to wait. Herein lies the mother's womb, containing the power to create life. I could have done it all myself.
Mommy?
Dahlia is a real weirdo. Kind of relates back to what I was saying about, you know, the idea of like worship and stuff in a previous episode. Like, it's people like Dahlia that makes me feel that way.
Dahlia.
Dahlia.
Well. To think you'd make it.
And look at that. It's the imagery I was talking about in a couple of episodes ago of like the straitjacket looking person.
You've seen her many times, restored to her former self.
I'm in no mood for jokes.
Don't you see? She's right there.
That's absurd.
You are the only one who thinks so.
So I will just go ahead and say it. The imagery that I was talking about a couple episodes ago that you see literally from the elementary school is the person sitting in that wheelchair.
For the 7 years since that terrible day, Alessa has been kept alive, suffering a fate worse than death. Alessa has been trapped in an endless nightmare from which she never awakens. He has been nurtured by that nightmare, waiting for the day to be born. That day has finally come. The time is nigh.
What?
Everyone will be released from.
You mean the crazy lady that was crazy from the very beginning was actually the one that was like on the side of evil? Who could have guessed?
Day of reckoning, when all our sorrows will be washed away, when we return to the true paradise. My daughter will be the mother of God.
If you get one of the bad endings, you have to fight this version of Alessa. But since we rescued Kaufman, he shoots Dahlia. It's like, finally, somebody did it, right?
Quit screwing around. Return things to how they were before.
Kaufman!
Did I ask for this? Nobody uses me. You won't get away with this.
You're right.
Looks like he got better at, firing his gun since he, at point blank, couldn't hit Harry.
Accomplished by coming here.
My, aren't we getting cocky? Bet you can't see this.
A glove it is! I thought I got rid of that!
She's the one who broke the one in the hospital.
Planted somewhere for you to find. You all well. It kept you busy. Ha! You're easy. And there's more where this came from.
Stop it!
So this is going to be something that purges evil forces. That's what this is. You have to use this to, like, exorcise the demon and turn everything back to normal.
Huh? What the?
And so it's not really clear to me if, like, Dahlia lied about what it does, or if it was just Alessa misunderstood what it did. And instead of it, like, you know, purifying and destroying, it amplified the power. I don't know. It's hard to say. But this is the true final boss. In both the good endings, you have to fight this version. Or, you know, instantly get killed by it. Of course. But yeah, you have to fight this version of the final boss to get one of the good endings.
Dahlia.
Dahlia. I'm just going to skip that. Gotta keep moving. Stay healed up too, because even though I was moving, it honed right on in on me. Oh my god. Maybe I need to switch to the pistol, because the rifle, he just moves too slow. Just the rifle does the most damage, you know? Dahlia. Where is he? I think I've mentioned it before. I would really love to play Metal Gear Solid, but I'm concerned about the extremely long cutscenes. Oh, it got me. Ooh. It ain't playing around, is it? Okay. I think isn't there a spot where like it can't hit you? I can't remember. But just like the first boss in the game, this is going to take probably a good number of attempts until I've thrown myself at the wall long enough, you know? Dahlia. I don't know if that was helpful or not, but we'll see. Run away! It's probably not a bad technique. Just unload the rifle right at the beginning and then run like hell. Take pop shots when you can. Rifle just makes him run too slow. And like melee weapons are kind of useless in this fight for obvious reason. Dahlia. Yeah, like I was saying a minute ago, like I'd really love to play Metal Gear Solid, but the cutscenes would probably just make it like he's gonna get me with that. I can just feel it. The cutscenes would just make it like really tough, especially when would make it really tough, especially when you hit the ones that are like 90 minutes long. That's when it would get really tough to like do a series. I think because, hell, I'm dead. I do eventually want to like try streaming at some point when I'm like, I guess, you know, have enough experience dealing with a lot of this stuff to be able to do it more on the fly, you know. It's probably something that would be better reserved for streaming, I think. Because like, you know, you can sit there for like 20 minutes watching a cutscene or 30 minutes watching a cutscene versus like it being an entire video, you know? gosh. There's got to be like a certain angle you have to run to be able to dodge that. It's time to go again. Dahlia. Dahlia? Barely had to say it. I barely let him say it. We just gotta figure out the strat. I think it's literally like not unequipping your gun. I think it's literally like really sharp turns. Yeah, I think you have to keep turning. I think the moment you start running straight is when you get hit by the lightning. Okay, this might be doable. Obviously it's doable, but I mean, like, I might be able to do this. If I just, like, you know, play Ring Around the Rosie. I wonder what he's gonna say.
Dahlia.
No way. Yeah. We literally have to run circles around this guy. And if Harry would aim. I ain't taking any chances with him just randomly reloading. I hit the wall. Okay, got me there. Question is, do I have enough healing items to tank all of this? Keep up with the strategy. Oh. Gotta heal. If you get hit once, you've gotta heal. I'm all out. This might be it for me. Well, we got the gist of it down. So it's just try and be more, you know, run more in a circle, try not to get us hit as much, and hopefully have enough ammunition to, like, handle it. I think I'm going to wait 1 second longer before firing the first shot, because I don't think he's raising it up to aim. Alright, back to the pistol. Let me reload that. No, oh, I've got 6 shotgun shells? We'll look at that later. Oh, you jackass. So I can get about 5 shots off with the Glock before he does his lightning. Might as well just take, you know, might as well just like let him kill me at this point and try it again. I think he's gonna get me. I need to get the timing of the lightning down. I'm dead. I don't think there's anything I can do. I need to get the timing down for the lightning, but this shouldn't be too difficult. And once I get it down, like, it should be fine. I'm just scared that I don't have enough ammo at this point. I think I'm going to start off with the pistol. Because of I don't want to waste any rifle rounds, and I feel like he's wasting a round at the beginning because I don't think he's aiming up at it. At Samael. I feel like I'm playing that one level in Donkey Kong Country 3. We gotta dodge the lightning. This might not be... I might not be running like enough and quick enough to dodge it. Thank goodness there's not like only one thing that Harry can run into in this arena as often as he just runs his face into everything, you know? So far, not bad. Gonna hit that thing. Oh god. I came so close to that. Come on, Harry, you can do it. Not with playing gameplay like that, though. Oh, I guess so. I think the second you hear the thunder crack is when you need to start running. They got me. But we can heal. We can heal out of this. Well, that's it for that. Swapping to the shotgun. And we're just going to go ahead and preemptively run. Did it. I was like so concerned. So I was thinking, like there was a spot like the lightning couldn't hit me. I think that's actually in part 3. There's like a spot where it's like if you stand at a certain place, like the projectiles can't get you. And so in this nightmare hellscape, you can still find purity and innocence. Yeah, they really just don't make games like they used to, do they? I feel like there's too much pretentiousness that has kind of wormed its way into games these days. And of course, like I was saying, the limitations of like graphics and what they could actually do in the game really lent towards, everything. And here comes Lisa to get her revenge. Because, Kaufman killed her. But yeah, like the limitations and everything just really add to the cinematography of it all. Because, there's been like cinematography in games, even all the way back in the NES to a certain extent. But like the cinematography and the story and every game just trying to be like a movie that feels like it was made by someone who failed to actually make movies in Hollywood and they wormed their way into the game industry, like it just, I don't know. Feels like there's too much focus on like trying to appeal to people who don't play games and give them something that they can like say that they can just basically watch. That it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. Anyway, I'm going to wrap that up. So my interpretation of the game is that Dahlia and by extension Alyssa have some kind of psychic powers, and the cult created this drug called well, I don't know if they actually say what it is, but it's made from that white Claudia, and they all understand that it was used in rituals and stuff. And I think by getting everybody hooked on the drug, they ended up using like the psychic powers to manifest this hellish world. I think the evidence for that is the fact that Lisa, who was given the drug, started, and working with Alyssa, started to see this stuff, like the insects everywhere and like blood and stuff coming from the faucets. Like she was being pulled into the hellish scape that was Alyssa's mind, who was being kept alive by magic and psychic power in order to create this like horrifying nightmare And by getting people continuously hooked on it and keeping them hooked on the drugs, you know, once the soul was reunited and the power amplified, it, you know, created this situation in which, like, the hellish landscape took over because everybody was being pulled into Alyssa's mind, even if they weren't on the drugs. And I think the evidence for that, I know I didn't show the intro because of fear of copyright with the music, but, like, when they're driving down the road, like, Sybil's motorcycle is just literally on the side, and Harry's just running out and back into reality with this baby. But, so there's that, you know, the whole town is swallowed up by Alyssa's nightmares. And here's the little gag reel that they did as, like, you know, levity after the horror. But it's, like, still powerful enough that it is able to stay there. You know what I mean? And they kind of drop hints about the White Claudia being used in like religious ceremonies. And then they kind of elaborate a little bit in part 2 of this idea that it was like sacred holy ground to like Native American tribes before, you know, the land was taken over. And you only see that version of Alyssa in the actual intro. Then you see her, you know, as you see her, and you see her in the, like, wrapped up and everything. But let me just finish what I was saying. It's one of those things where it's not really clear in this game if it's like the spiritual aspect of it is true, or if it's just that Cheryl or Alyssa has really strong psychic powers and everybody's on drugs and she's getting this amplified psychic power, and it's basically like the power of belief that, you know, this is stuff that she was taught and believes, and her and Dahlia and all of that. It's the power, you know, it's not really clear to me if it's like the power of belief amplified by psychic power, or if it's like the power of like real spiritual stuff. But let's go over the clear screen. Did the game on hard mode. Game cleared once. Saved 18 times. Got the good ending. 21 continues. 3 hours and 45 minutes. 29 seconds. All things considered. Walking distance was 3.507 kilometers. I ran more than I walked, obviously. I didn't get all the items in the game. Defeated the enemies by fighting, 52. Defeated enemies by shooting, 36. I think the reason it counts fighting over shooting is because I kicked them in the face. Shooting styles, short range shots, mid range shots, long range shots, no aiming shot. Can you shoot in this game without aiming? Or are they saying like that's where I missed? And I got 4 big stars and 2 small stars. I think 5 big stars is the I think 5 big stars are the best rank. So all in all, technically I didn't do bad. But like it unlocks the chainsaw, which looks like the Evil Dead chainsaw. Then there's like the drill and the gas. Yeah, sure, we'll save the game. I don't think I've ever done a Next Fear playthrough, now that I think about it. Like, I don't think I've ever played through the game having already beaten it, you know, New Game Plus. But, yeah, that's it for Silent Hill. If you watched the series, I appreciate it. If you watched all the way through to the series to the end and saw me fumble a lot of stuff, I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.